Good morning. We have come across many skills in micro teaching. Today we are going to see a specific skill called skill of stimulus variation. Stimulus refers to an action or condition that accelerates or arouses the interest of the students. Variation means changing these actions or stimuli to make the presentation very lively without being a boredom class. So, stimulus variation is a set of teacher behavior that tend to secure and sustain people's attention in the classroom. Here, why this skill is important and necessary? Usually, we can divide the learners into two types, visual and audible. Some persons are attracted only by visual expressions, whereas some others are attracted by audible expressions. Men receive most things by audio-visual experience. The research says so. So the fluctuating attention makes the student to fluctuate their attention not more than 5 minutes. So to deal with the individual differences also, this skill is most necessary. For example, to break the monotony of the lesson, if the teacher continues on with the same tone, the students will get bored up. To motivate the students, we need this skill. The skill is most important because it changes the stimuli to motivate and capture the attention of the students. So it meets all the needs of the learners. So this skill is a very important and most effective skill in micro teaching. Margio says that we see one person through taste, we know 2% through touch, 4% through smell, 10% through hearing and 83% through sight. He also adds that what we learn, we retain 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we hear and see, 70% of what we say and 90% of what we say and do. So this topic is a very important topic. What are the sub-skills in this skill of stimulus variation? First one is the movements. By movements, what do you mean? The teacher cannot simply move here and there in the classroom. Her movement should be purposive. She should go to the blackboard to write a title, or she should go near the student to appreciate him or to warn him to be careful in the class, like that. So the purposive movements are counted of the teacher are counted in the classroom. Next one is the gestures. Gestures are the signs made by the teacher. The teacher makes these gestures by nodding the head or patting on the student's shoulders, like that. Next is the change in speech pattern. The teacher cannot take the class in the same voice. At times, she has to raise the voice to stress certain points. At times, she has to lower her voice, and there should be a change in the speech pattern not to make the classroom a boredom one. Then is the change in interaction style. Here we classify into 3 types. Teacher makes interaction with the whole class, teacher makes interaction with the pupil, and the pupil and the people, they together interact with them. So the teacher interaction with the class will be as a whole, whereas the teacher can interact with the pupil by asking some questions. the people can make some discussions and come out with the new ideas to the teacher. So the fifth one is the focusing. Here we have two types of focusing, verbal focusing and gestural focusing. In verbal focusing, we use words like look here, listen to me, note it carefully, like that. In gestural focusing, we can just take the pointer and point it towards some important points, or we can underline those points. Next is the pausing. The teacher cannot simply pause because she forgets something to say. But this pausing is a necessary one because the teacher wants the students to give his own ideas. She waits for the students to give their own ideas and accept it. Or she may be dictating some notes so that the students may be writing those notes, and she may pause for a while. So it should be a purposive one. The seventh one is the oral visual switching. This is nothing but when the teacher speaks, she may show some videos or charts or objects. So this is oral visual. Or she may show some charts or videos and then she may speak, or she may demonstrate some experiments when the students will be visually looking at it, and then she may be explaining it to the students, which is called visual oral switch. So students, today we have seen 7 types of components in skill of stimulus variation. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.